We're here at the practice swim for the ROKA swim course for the 2021 Intermountain Healthcare Ironman World Championship presented by Utah Sports Commission. If you wanted the perfect swim venue for World Championship, this is it. Absolutely beautiful down here at Sand Hollow Reservoir. And on today's episode, we're gonna catch up with American hopes Ben Hoffman and Linsey Corbin as they put their final touches on their race week prep. And we'll also catch up with pre-race favorites, Norden and Kristian Blummenfelt. First time at an Ironman World Championship, big question. Could it possibly be him this year?
Yo, yo, yo!
So just finished my last kind of big session before the race. So 2 hours in the run course, 30k. I think on race day, a lot of the thing will comes down to the bike course. The climbing here is twice the amount of climbing that we will see in Hawaii. So this is maybe more a biker's course, I would say, even though the run course is still very, very tough. So it's a very slow course. We'll probably see a winning time well over 8 hours. It's tricky with how gusty it is, especially in a descending. Like we will do it twice, first in the big loop and then up Snow Canyon and back again into transition. And today was maybe a little bit too much for my preference.
This is the place in the course where if I have nobody in front of me and I can turn around without seeing Gustav, the race is mine.
Ideally, I want to have a gap on Gustav before the first descending, before going into Snow Canyon. Gustav is far enough behind me so I can't see him on top of the course, then I will feel really safe.
Do you have much banter between yourselves, like about the being the world champion, or?
In the beginning, when he won this, he always walked around and said, he was the world champion. Like, but I think the Ironman crown is kind of the top of the cake. I would say I'm a risk taker. Like, I would rather have put everything in one basket and see if I can win the race, rather than trying to race for second or third or a top 10.
Do you have a mantra?
A quote, yeah, of course. It hurts more to lose. So that's what I will think about on the last half of the marathon. Like, it hurts more to lose. Lionel might be hurting next to me, but for me it hurts even more to lose. So that's why I will dig deeper.
Yeah, this is actually the preload session, so with a little bit of pace in it to keep the body awake and on top of things. They're going to do 5 times 2 minutes at a pace with 2 minutes easy in between, and using this session to get to know the course a little bit better.
So Lisa, what's your first impressions of this course?
The run course, it's going to be interesting. It's like either up or down on a gradient, and it's windy. And this morning it's nice and cool, but I think we're gonna have a very different temperature come race day and the time we hit the run course. The legs are like blowing underneath me. It's the first time I'm racing, but it's the second time here. I was here 2013, so 9 years ago. I'm just picturing this part of the race late Saturday afternoon.
Scorching.
It's gonna be carnage. That's the important part, right?
Yeah, of course. we just don't want fast athletes. We want athletes with character, and good character, not characters, but characters.
It seems the whole community is very, very welcoming, and it's that true Ironman endurance spirit that's kind of like just in everywhere you are here.
All right, Ben, fresh off Ironman Texas win. How's the body feel? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been an interesting process. I mean, in the past I had done 3 weeks apart in 2019 and it went really well. So yeah, we wanted to try this experiment, and I would say right now I'm optimistic about it. This race is going to be super tough, but yeah, I feel like I'll be fresh enough to be ready actually. And yeah, right now I think it was the right decision.
We've got a system where you're gonna get a timing chip before you go into the water.
Yeah, so it's a special place to me. I do feel really comfortable here, and I love how beautiful the area is, but also just how into the race the community is. I mean, they really support it, and from day one, they've been so dialed. I mean, they do such a great job organizing everything. So I think it's truly a world-class event that, is very inviting to all the internationals, and I hope everyone has a great day out there because this is a special spot and an incredible race.
Think you have an advantage here in St. George?
I do think that St. George is a strength athlete course, and I think you have to be, good at everything, right? I mean, you have to be a strong swimmer, biker, and runner. There's no place to really hide here, so I've been doing a little texting with Sebastian Kienle, and we both agree that there probably won't be any boy bands out there on the bike, so no in-sync group rides. But yeah, I think it's going to be strongest, fittest man wins, and hopefully smartest too. You have to be intelligent out there and really kind of dole out your effort properly, I think.
So looking at the St. George course, and from my past experience of coming here, I knew that this was a very strength-based, strong athlete course, which caters to my needs. I've always kind of done well in the strength-based races. So did a lot of strength training leading into this. I guess that's kind of what keeps it fun when you've been doing it this long, is you can like tinker with the formula and try different things and then see how it plays out on race day.
Yeah. Now, what's your main objective into going into this race? Is it to get a Kona slot or is it to place well?
Yeah, I have sort of 3 objectives in my head for this race. Number 1, which sounds silly, is to finish. But the last Ironman I raced was Ironman Florida in November, and I'm not really one to pull out of races, and I just was not my day, and I DNF'd in Florida. So I have a little chip on my shoulder from that, and I would love to bury the DNF demons from Ironman Florida. So yeah, number 1 for me is just going to be to take care of myself, make sure I can finish. Number 2, I would love to get a Kona slot. It would be my 15th World Championship, and that's kind of my career sort of goal. So yeah, once I kind of have a Kona slot secured, if I feel good, then I'm going to start racing the field and see how I can move up on the run, and yeah, from there. But I would obviously love to get back in the top 10 again, and so yeah, we're going to just take it one goal at a time throughout the day.
I'm so excited to be back here at Ironman. It's what I've wanted to do since my accident, get back to Ironman racing, and it's where my heart is. So I'm really looking forward to the big challenge ahead, and I haven't chosen an easy course at all. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the journey, and it's going to be a hard day out there, and yeah, to cross that finish line will be pretty special.
Lauren approached me probably about 3 or 4 months ago. She came down to Melbourne, where I live in Australia, and we did some really long rides together, so 160k. She killed me, and I said, I think you're preparing well.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to use my arms for everything, swim, bike and run. So that's a big challenge in itself, but the course is brutal, and to make that cutoff time on the bike, I've got the same cutoff times as all the able-bodied athletes, so to make the cutoff time on the bike is going to be challenging, but I believe in my preparation and I'm feeling really strong.
For Lauren, to cross an Ironman finish line is going to mean so much to her life. She was training for an Ironman, her first pro race in Australia, when she had a bike accident, and Ironman basically gives her a reason to live. Triathlon gives her a reason to live. It's probably the most important thing in her life.
Yeah, I was here back in September, October of last year, and the community was just so great. You know, I had some burns to my feet, and the hospital system and the medical system were just amazing. They came to the race and really supported me and made it possible for me to race last year. So to be back here with those people again, with the community, they've been so supportive leading into this race, and I can't thank them enough. From me being out there on Saturday, I just want to inspire everyone around me to follow their dreams, and if you really believe in yourself, then you can do it.
My name's Mike Klukas. I'm the founder of Fullgas, and we're dedicated to doing things for triathletes. It started out as basically a Friday hackathon for an app development business that I ran, and it just ran away on its own. It became more and more popular, and it was all about typical middle-aged dad. I couldn't go and do the rides I used to do. I wanted to find a way to bring them to me. Fast forward further on, it's been used to win World Championship time trial titles on the road in cycling. It's won Olympic medals, Paralympic medals, just because people trust that accuracy in the product. The reason riding Fullgas helps an athlete so much is it's a really accurate representation of the course. So the gradient you'll see behind up that climb in Snow Canyon, it feels just like the real Snow Canyon. So that really helps people understand what gearing they need, what equipment to choose. We actually had situations where people changed their equipment for the recent Paralympics in Tokyo, having ridden it in Fullgas, and it gave them a big advantage on the day. So our aim really is to give Ironman triathletes the home ground advantage to whatever course they go to. A crucial thing that's coming is we're filming every race on race day. So for you as an athlete, you can experience what it's going to be like on race day. So you can see where the transition areas are, you can see where the feed stations are, the turnarounds, the signage. And because we're part of the Ironman group, it's the official course on race day, and no one else can do that.
Don't forget to tune back in tomorrow, where we'll have more coverage of our pros as they do their last minute touches for race week. And we'll also go down to the Pro Press Conference, where there is sure to be some great banter and sound bites right before race day. I'm Lieto, and we'll see you tomorrow.